University of Maryland's physician-in-chief, Dr. Thomas Scalia, says an officer's life was saved because a fellow officer applied a tourniquet.
Tourniquets save lives. There is a course we are happy to teach you, and I will not rest until every citizen of Baltimore and Maryland has taken this course. It's called Stop the Bleed, because next time maybe it's your family member and you too will be able to help save their life.
And this is so critical because officials say it only takes about 3 minutes for someone to bleed to death. And the tourniquet brought first responders some time to get those officers to shock trauma. WMAR 2 News' Mallory Safaste spoke with Dr. Scalia about the tourniquet course back in 2017. For more information, just head to wmar2news.com on our website.
Now we want to show you exactly where all this went down here today in Northeast Baltimore.
The officers were serving their warrant at Garden Village Apartments on Radke Avenue. The community was on lockdown for hours after the shooting took place as police investigated. WMAR 2 News reporter Ray Strickland live tonight. Ray, neighbors told you that they've seen the suspect around before?
Yes, that's exactly right, Kelly. But I was also told he would never talk to people. These neighbors I spoke to didn't want to go on camera, but they live in the same building as this suspect, and they say something just didn't seem right with this man. With that said, neighbors are still shocked about what happened here earlier today. A bullet hole in the door, gloves on the ground, all of what's left of a crime scene hours after 2 officers were shot around noon at the Garden Village Apartments on Radke Avenue in Northeast Baltimore.
All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, Jesus. So I was in my apartment, and first thing I thought was just to jump in the bathtub.
Cell phone video capturing the moments officers, all a part of a joint task force, tried to serve a felony warrant for the suspect wanted for attempted murder out of Pennsylvania. The video is so graphic we decided to freeze it, but the suspect was seen in the video exchanging gunfire with police after he came out of the apartments. He was killed in the exchange.
It was like swarming with helicopters. Everybody was just coming out of nowhere.
Multiple police agencies responded to the scene, shutting the neighborhood down for hours. No one could go in or out. All of this going on while children were in school at Mount Pleasant across the street.
I was really concerned about what was going on.
Clifford Johnson is the pastor.
The city is really in crisis, but I believe that there is a Christ who can meet the crisis.
What's been described as a peaceful neighborhood became another example of violence in the city of Baltimore, one that hit far too close to home for the people caught right in the middle of it.
It's scary to see this up close and personal. You know what I mean? I watch 48 Hours and I see it on TV. Now, this happens right outside my window, you know.
And I also talked to a security guard off camera who works for the company that owns these apartment buildings. He says he knew the suspect as well, only because he was called to these apartments for domestic related incidents involving the suspect. Live in Northeast Baltimore, Ray Strickland, WMAR 2 News.
All right.